This week while I'm in Morocco, I'll be visiting Marrakech and I'll be visiting the Atlas Mountains and a Berber village in the mountains. So I can't wait to share it with you. I just returned from Marrakech, Morocco, and the sights and sounds there were unlike anything I've ever experienced anywhere else. I landed in Morocco in the early morning. We landed in Casablanca. It was a really rainy, kind of cool spring day. But as we drove the 4 hours south to Marrakech, the rainy, muddy fields gave way to sun-soaked, wildflower-filled pastures. As we drove along the impeccable and modern highways and infrastructure that was firmly situated in the 21st century, we also saw shepherds watching their flocks grazing in pastures and donkeys pulling carts. They were pastoral scenes that seemed to have been plucked from a different time. I got my first glimpse of Marrakech as we drove to our riad, which was about 30 minutes south of Marrakech. And we arrived at our riad, a 900-year-old hotel situated on thousands of acres of olive groves. Our riad was located in the village of Agmat, which was an important medieval Berber town. It was a commercial center of trade. In 1070, however, Marrakech was founded, and Agmat's population basically had become too substantial and required a new capital city. The capital of the region moved to Marrakech. At our riad, every morning I would wake up to the sound of birds, the scent of jasmine and almond and citrus blossom, the buzz of bees and see butterflies dancing in the light. Marrakech, the city, however, was the counterbalance to the peace and quiet of Agmat. I went into the city twice with the group I was traveling with to explore the gardens, palaces, and souks one day, and to visit the Majorelle Gardens on another day. Currently at a palace in Marrakech. It's incredible. And the weather is beautiful, everything is beautiful. So our guide and some of the women who are on this tour said that the writing up here is actually a poem, and it means the great life and good health and just positive words like that. Okay. I like you. I like your videos. Hi! Can you believe this place?
No, it's amazing.
I know.
See the colors of it?
I know. Situated on the Mediterranean and Atlantic coast of Africa, Morocco has had strong ties to Europe, Africa, and the Middle East for centuries, thanks to its location at the crossroads of all of these areas and its location on a busy historical trade route. Arab traders of silk used to cross a vast route from China to Morocco, carrying treasures back and forth with them. And as the gateway to Europe from sub-Saharan Africa, Morocco has long been a trade center, artistic, cultural, and historical influences permeating their country from all directions. This legacy is still so apparent in the souks of Marrakech, which feature arts and textiles and potteries and jewelry with a myriad of influences. The souks of Marrakech would be so easy to get lost in, and I would have had to have spent probably another week in Morocco just to truly see and experience everything that the souks had to offer. Everywhere I turned, there were arts and textiles and restaurants and music and food, and elsewhere in the souk there were spices and herbs and oils. Okay, we just finished at the souk, and I bought stuff. I did. How about you?
Really good. Yeah.
Really good? Okay, I'm taking a video. Do you want to
get into this video?
Yeah.
We had an amazing day.
We did. It went by so quickly too, don't you think?
It did, yeah.
It's incredible.
But we're happy to be going home now.
Yeah, it's been a little
to get hammam.
Chaotic.
I'm getting hammam.
You're getting hammam.
I'm getting hammam tonight.
You're going to have to give us a report.
Yes, well, you'll just see the beauty.
Yes.
When you'll say, where's Heather? Her daughter's here, but...
Yeah, exactly. It'll be radiant, you'll be glowing. So what did you buy in the souk?
I bought a tagine,
Ooh, nice.
2 scarves, and a drum.
Very good. That's so cool. So are you going to cook for all of us in the tagine?
I have to learn how to use it first.
Exactly. But one of the biggest surprises was the garden, Le Jardin Secret, which was a secret garden that we discovered in the midst of the souk. Okay, so right now we are in the secret garden inside of the souk. So there's actually a garden within all the madness of the souk. And it's mid-afternoon, so it's super sunny and hot. It was a large oasis of calm and serenity within the crowded market. So in the garden they have pots of herbs, which are incredible. So they have mint, beautiful gigantic pot of sage, and then over here there's more mint, and my personal favorite, which is geranium. It smells absolutely incredible if you rub the leaves. On our way back from Marrakech, the first time we visited, I had an amazing experience. I was with a small group of 3 others and we were in a taxi. And the taxi driver, who was a Berber, was telling us a bit about his culture, and he even sang us a beautiful song as we rode in the car. But at the end of the day, our riad in Agmat was our oasis. Every night, I would close my day by watching the sunset over Agmat and the vast olive orchards, the sound of goats and sheep and chickens all living at the foot of the Atlas Mountains. There would be a call to prayer broadcast across the vast space, and the sound of frogs would slowly begin as dusk fell. We're currently in downtown Marrakech and we are walking to the Yves and Laurent Museum and Majorelle Gardens. It's pretty crazy here. important piece of information. First of all, we waited an hour outside to get into the gardens and the museum, the Yves Saint Laurent museum. And when we were at the beginning, the head of the line about to buy our tickets, they said, oh, it's Wednesday and the Yves Saint Laurent museum is closed. So please, if you are planning to go to Marrakech and you want to go to the Yves Saint Laurent museum house and museum, don't go on a Wednesday. And also, save an entire day to go because the line is very long. Wow. We made it to the Berber Museum, which is an incredible cerulean blue. Would you call it cerulean? Cerulean blue. Indigo? Indigo, maybe. It's just incredible. It has beautiful contrast with the green foliage everywhere.
Being used is great for Instagram background shots.
Yeah, it's everyone's taking their Instagram fashion photos here. They're all pouting. They look really unhappy to be here. We're just laughing. So this garden is actually Yves Saint Laurent's garden with his partner here in Marrakech, and their home is also on the grounds. So it's an incredible place for anyone into art and fashion to visit. So as you can see, there's a little memorial here to Yves Saint Laurent, and it's so peaceful and so quiet, and it's actually quite minimalist for a garden. Not a lot of flowers, it's definitely more trees, but there are trees from around the world, so it's different. It's hard to believe that we're in the middle of such an incredibly busy city because it's very, very quiet and peaceful. Much bamboo. So there's definitely a color palette here in the garden. It's very distinctly that blue, and there's also orange, yellow, and of course the green of the foliage, and that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe down below and give me a thumbs up. I have more videos coming from Morocco. I had an amazing time there, and I hope you will stay tuned for my further adventures.